They're drowning in the silence you left behind. They blame timing, but it was always their fear. You made them feel too deeply. They weren't ready. Their soul aches for the words they never said. I saw their eyes. You still live there. They act fine, but their spirit calls for you nightly. You left, but your energy never did. They feel your absence like a missing limb. They still write unsent messages to your ghost. I saw them beg the universe for one more chance. You were never ever the problem. They just weren't awake. Their pride buried the love you gave so freely. They miss the way your silence understood them. They search for your soul in meaningless bodies. They treated you like a lesson. You were the blessing. Their punishment is knowing you were real. You saw their soul, and they ran from the mirror. You were the medicine they rejected. I saw it clearly. They're still in love with your light. You cracked their heart open. Nothing else compares now. They destroyed the only thing that ever healed them. They carry your name like a locked secret. You were never forgettable. You were unforgettable. They remember how you made them feel, and it still burns. They can't escape the echoes of your goodbye. You haunt them in the most beautiful way. I saw your name carved into their energy. Their apology lives in their sleepless nights. They never loved anyone the way they loved you. They wish they had told you everything before it was too late. You are their unfinished sentence. I saw the moment they broke, and it had your name. They want to return, but don't know how to deserve you. They buried you in silence, but you grew louder. You were their softest place. They hardened after you. They still call you home in their heart. They confuse missing you with healing. You weren't hard to love. They were hard to trust. They loved you. They just didn't know how to keep you. I saw them beg fate to rewind time. You were their soul's favorite chapter. Their biggest fear is seeing you happy without them. They don't miss you, they ache for you. Their spirit still turns toward yours. They pretend to be over you, but it's all performance. You still live in the places they avoid. They remember how you looked when you gave up. I saw it. They still wait for your name to pop up. You were their chance to evolve. They chose ego. You gave them heaven. They feared it. They miss your presence more than your body. Their silence is filled with unspoken confessions. You were their spiritual mirror, and it broke them. They chose the familiar over the divine. They still dream of conversations that never happened. You were the only truth they ever touched. They abandoned the light you offered. They fear seeing your eyes in someone else's life. You made them feel naked in soul. I saw their regret. It screams louder than any apology. You were never an option. You were their calling. They still hear your voice in their moments of weakness. They wonder if you still wait for them in silence. Their memories of you outshine their reality. You're the storm they still walk into in dreams. You showed them what sacred love feels like. They never stopped checking for signs from you. I saw the light in them dim after you left. You were their divine disruption. They miss the version of them you awakened. You are still the ache beneath their calm. They feel you in songs they skip now. They know they lost something cosmic. You were never a phase. You were a prophecy. You kiss their soul, not just their lips. They relive the last thing you ever said. You still exist in their daydreams. They hurt you because you healed them. You were a sacred test wrapped in human form. They weren't ready to be seen by love that real. You left a silence they can't fill. Their spirit flinches when they remember your truth. You were too rare for their comfort zone. They replay what they should have said daily. Your presence elevated them. They chose gravity. You weren't just a lover, you were a shift. They still imagine what life could have been with you. Their heart still waits for you at 2 a.m. They crave your chaos because it felt like home. You loved them into awakening. They hated the mirror. You were never replaceable, just irreplaceably ignored. They feel your loss like a missing limb. You weren't just a chapter, you were the plot twist. They didn't ghost you, they ghosted themselves. You taught them what the soul longs for. They can't unsee your love. They want to return, but you're too far evolved. They remember your energy more than your touch. You changed their frequency forever. You were their divine wake-up call. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for I saw your name in their soul, and it still burns. You're the reason they can't move on, no matter how far they run. They're haunted by the way they left you. They lied to protect their ego, not your heart. You were the one thing they prayed for, then pushed away. Their silence screams your name every night. They feel your energy more than anyone else's presence. I saw guilt in their aura. It glows like a wound. They check your social media like it's their only doorway back. You're still the voice in their head during every decision. They never stopped loving you. They just buried it. I saw their regret. It looks like a cage. They miss the version of themselves they were with you. You were the peace they never thought they deserved. Their soul still whispers your name during storms. They dream of you more than they admit. I saw how they hold back tears when your name comes up. You broke them by loving them too deeply. You were their lesson and their longing. They're angry at themselves, not you. I saw it clear. They still crave your presence in rooms you'll never enter again. They wonder daily if you'd take them back. You're the what if they carry in silence. I heard the words they never said, and they were all love. They feel safest in memories of you. You touched their soul in a way no one else has. Their karma is feeling everything they made you feel. I saw it. They look for you in everyone. They didn't lose you. They lost themselves. Your absence taught them more than your presence ever could. They still wear the smile you gave them. I saw your photo in their wallet, and a tear fell. You're the closure they'll never get. The truth, you were too real for them. I saw their heart, and your fingerprints are everywhere. They still have your messages saved. You healed them just by loving them. Their soul remembers the sound of your laughter. They keep your name sacred in their silence. They replay the moment they let you go, on repeat. I saw their shadow clinging to your memory. They hope you still believe in soulmates. You made them feel seen. That terrifies them. Their fear disguised itself as indifference. I saw them flinch when someone said your name. You were their spiritual awakening, too raw to hold. They still smell your cologne in their dreams. They thought they had time. They were wrong. You're the unanswered prayer that changed them. They sabotage anything that feels like you. They fell in love the moment you left. Their biggest secret? They still love you. You were their divine mirror. They shattered it. I heard their spirit whisper, "Come home." You're the only chapter they reread every night. Their new person can't silence your ghost. They never replaced you. They distracted themselves from you. You still live in the part of them they won't touch. I saw them relive your goodbye with every breath. They still carry your laughter in their bones. Your love was a prophecy they ignored. They didn't lose you. They abandoned their destiny. You healed their demons just by staying. Their apology lives in the tears they won't cry. I saw it. They're still waiting for a sign from you. They think of you when they're alone in crowded rooms. Their new love tastes like denial. They remember your eyes more vividly than yesterday. You're the lesson life keeps bringing back. They weren't ready for your frequency. They loved you quietly. And that's what hurt. You made them believe in forever. Then they ran. You gave them peace. They chose chaos. I saw their soul beg for forgiveness in silence. You were never too much. You were exactly what they needed. They crave the version of you they destroyed. I saw it. They still smile when they remember your touch. Their spirit is stuck where you left off. You were their divine test, and they failed. You were never a phase. You were the awakening. If this touched your soul, don't scroll like comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more.